We are going to be studying another missing person case in the Bible. We have a mother-wife missing, and her name is Gomer. And each missing person case that we have studied so far in the Bible, each case is very unique. And the uniqueness about this case is that this person has voluntarily left their life and has not told anybody about where they're going or what their plans are. But one day she's cooking in the kitchen, the next day she's gone. She's left her husband behind, and she's left 3 children behind. She's left 2 sons and a daughter. And so we're going to read about this missing person case. It is found in Hosea chapter 3, verses 1 and 2. In the NIV, it says, "The Lord said to me," and this is Hosea, "Go show your love to your wife again, though she is loved by another man and is an adulteress. Love her as the Lord loves the Israelites, though they turn to other gods and love the sacred raisin cakes. So I bought her for 15 shekels of silver and about a homer and a lethek of barley." So we see that God tells Hosea to go find his wife. And he finds her. And he finds her in the most unexpected places. She is being sold as a slave. And so we don't know how long she had been missing, but we do know this. We know why she went missing. Have you heard of the saying, "The grass is greener on the other side"? Well, this saying is what was in Gomer's thoughts day in and day out. You see, she was living her life in ministry. Her husband was a prophet. And this was not the life that she was familiar with. It was a new life, a different life. The life that she had prior to meeting her husband Hosea was an idolatrous life. She was worshiping idols instead of worshiping Yahweh. And so she had a very difficult time during this new life, this ministry life, because her husband's preachings, teachings, was not positivity. He was relaying God's message, but the message was in a negative light. That's right. Sometimes God speaks to us in a negative light, and the negativity is meant to bring us back to Him. You see, his preaching and teaching was telling the Israelites of how they had fallen into this idolatrous life, like the life that Gomer came from, and they hadn't even realized it. They didn't even know it. And so his preaching was, the consequences are coming, and the consequences of God is a loving redirection to get us back into our spiritual race, to not abandon it altogether. And so with Gomer being in this kind of situation where her husband was not liked by people, it was very difficult for her. And it was so difficult for her that she was yearning for that previous life that she had. That previous life that she was very familiar with. And she saw that the Israelites were living an idolatrous life, and there are blessings. And there are blessings that come from an idolatrous life, but they are fake blessings. Blessings from an idolatrous life is Satan's way. The ways in which those blessings come about are sick, dirty, twisted means. They're built on lies, shortcuts. And when you are in a situation like that, idolatrous life, fake blessings, what that leads to is enslavement. And that's what Gomer was finding out. When her husband found her, she had seen the truth about those fake blessings, that life that she was yearning for. And the truth only brings you heartache and destruction. And so, with this missing person case, what is the community's responsibility in this kind of situation? Well, the community's responsibility regarding these type of missing person cases is to help. Help. I have missing person cases on my website, and there's lots of different ways that you can help. You can click on my website. You can click on flyers that you can post while you're traveling, going on vacation. Really getting that word out. I don't care how long the person has been missing, because we see with a missing person case with Joseph, he is found 20 years later. And he's not found close to home. He is found in a foreign country. And so with this missing person case of Gomer, law enforcement is not going to be helping families of this kind of missing person, because there are no signs of foul play. There are no signs that a crime has been committed. And so they are not going to be helping in a situation like this. And that's all the more reason for communities to help families regarding these types of missing persons, because the Bible tells us to. The Bible, this is a disconnect when we're talking about man's law and God's law, right? Man's law does not say that they have to help with this kind of missing person, but God's law says, yeah, I want you to help. I want you to get out there and search for this woman or this man. And I want to end with this. Maybe you're watching this video and you are a Gomer. Maybe you're not a woman. Maybe you're a man and you left your life. And I want you to know that those people are missing you. And those children that you left behind, there is no one that can love them like their mama or like their daddy. That's my spiritual food for you to munch on the rest of the week. I can't wait to see you next time.